Alrighty, welcome back. I really just want to say hello, love. I'm sorry, it was just like in my head. But let's go ahead and dive in. Hello, loves, into your reading today. All right, Sag, what's the vibe for the collective, or sorry, for the Sag tribe? Maybe somebody's watching this like a collective. Who knows? But the brawler, sideways, okay. Sag, maybe you're avoiding some kind of conflict. The tailor, okay, interesting. Somebody was trying to like put you in a fight. Sorry. Structure, organize the situation around you to get you fighting. Could be skillfully avoiding this. Or you could be healing after a moment of somebody trying to pull your strings, puppet you. Okay, Sag? The scholar. Two wise are. That's crazy! The wise one. I knew it. That's crazy. Thank you, angels and guides. Thank you. All right, from the highest timelines. Thank you so much, Angel Michael, guardians and guides and angels. May we continue enjoying this beautiful Sag reading. But yes, there is something here about you being too wise. I heard for the devil's schemes. So that's interesting. Investigation, research, and tradition and order, the wise one. You could be studying things as well. I think you're really structured at this time. You could be like, concealed. Like there's like rulers. Rulers could be relevant. Planning, measuring, timing. Could be very precise. And you could also be writing or scripting something into your reality. Okay. You could also be doing some kind of scripting work that could really help you with the new moon approaching us. Like, what do you actually want to create in your reality? Great time to do that. Okay. I haven't watched a video on the new moon aspects on what it's making, so I don't really know exactly. I just know it's a new moon in Aquarius with the North Node. That'll be shortly there. So it's really like we're seeding a new point of fated changes that are approaching us. Could be to do with our organizations, our friends, our dreams, the 11th house, something unexpected, quick, fast, divine inspiration. This could be something that you don't even unlock until it's the right time, right? Because Aquarius is basically the higher octave of Capricorn, of timing. It's timing on a different scale where you can now break time because you have so much understanding of it, because every seed supersedes the past sign. So, Sag. You can be very connected to your higher team of love and light as well. That could be really helping you. Yeah, exactly. Angel's trumpet. Open your mind. Okay. Let's go ahead and see that. Beautiful cards today. If you want to stare at that, there's like blues and greens. But let's see, number 5. This could be your leadership potential, creativity, love, happiness. Or somebody could be thinking about you. Okay, anyways, energy, flighty and ethereal. Other names, angel's tears. So you could be working with Angel Cassiel or other angels. It was used in ointments as a pain reliever and anti-inflammatory. It could be Angel Michael here as well. Angel Raphael. Because Michael's really good. I was learning. Actually, I downloaded a book about exorcisms, and I was reading that before bed last night. I'm sorry, I've been into psychic shit for a while. This stuff doesn't really faze me. I read it more as education now, but it was really interesting. The book was really interesting, and there was it was interesting to hear from the communication, because I like the dialogue between, and these are true accounts. This is these are actual true accounts of exorcisms, and I wanted to hear the dialogue of what the spirits were saying, so that they don't want me to speak about this. I like knowing the other side, right? That's why I listen to like Cody Spirit Box, or I like listening to ghosts telling me about the other side. You know what I mean? Because we know more about reality that way. But it was interesting. It was really good. Of course, you can speak to your angels. You don't have to do that. But yeah, exorcisms. I'm really interested in that. Maybe it's just I know that in my birth chart, like my birth chart is really good for like exorcisms, apparently. So, anyways, I think it's good at that. It's symbolically like, and that's so true in my life. Like I don't know. I'm sharing this. I'm just gonna share this. But like, if you're somebody who has like placements in your chart, maybe you can relate. You might, because you're on this channel, maybe your like frequency is drawn to the same frequency, like attracts light, right? That would be like mula placements, or like you could, or maybe even Purvabhadra Pada. That you might even notice that people's like demons come out in front of you on purpose, like they just come out. You know what I mean? So I don't know if that relates. If it doesn't, don't take it. But it's just crazy. Like I'm like thinking back in my life, all the times that you just see people's like demons reach through them trying to get to you. It's just fucking crazy. And it's always the weaker ones. It's always the weak people around you. It's always the insecure ones. It's always the weird ones that are really, which makes sense. That's who they go for. When I was listening to the dialogue, like a lot of these girls who get possessed are, girls are very vulnerable, and they get harmed by their fathers, usually in a very inappropriate way. And that's what opens the doorway. You know what I mean? Because now the father wants to have this relationship, the daughter does not. Things like that. Anyways, let's continue. Anyways, It symbolically represents the resurrection of life after death. In ancient times, it was used in rituals for its euphoric and hallucinogenic properties to contact spirits. It's funny we said all this. It's so funny. Amen. Yeah. Hmm. And of course, do this when you're talking about spirits. I mean, I'm not saying this is for the layman. Like, you shouldn't just be doing this in your spare time. You should learn about it first, please, or you're gonna learn a fucking lesson if you live. Anyways, let's see. Yeah, so resurrection of life after death. Okay, interesting. Open your mind. So there could be something like rebirthing in your life in general, or just like some kind of new energy coming in as well. Like, you might have felt like you've gone through like a big kind of death time. That's what winter represents, death. 24 could be relevant. In ancient times, it was used in rituals for euphoric and hallucinogenic properties to contact spirits. So you could be, I'm saying like tobacco, like, maybe you have a past life as a native or indigenous or even just from any country or whatever. But like back in the day, you would pass like the pipe around or something. You'd be like all his, and it was more communal living, right, in those cultures. So I don't know. But Angel has closed their mind and believes only in what they can see, hear, and touch. So I just realized in this book there's the poison and the antidote. So there's a positive and the negative. So yeah, I don't think this is your energy at all. I'm going to read the antidote. The human body is a vehicle that we drive while on the planet. It houses the eternal soul which continues to live once the human host dies. Exactly. This is not false hope. The survival of consciousness after physical death is close to being it is scientific. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed. Duh. Plasma. Ethereal. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not real. You know what I mean? If gravity's not real because I can't see it. You're a fucking idiot, George. I don't know why I wanted to say that. I like Georges. I'm sorry for the Georges. With inventions such as the soul phone, Angel can be open. Sorry, what? Oh, the inventions of the soul phone. I have no idea what a soul phone is. Maybe it's a spirit box. What the hell is a soul phone? I've never heard of a soul phone. I'm gonna Google it. Because I know in Brazil there was this really great doctor who was using microphones, and that's how she would basically pose the question and just record, and then she'd play it back, right, and she would hear the spirits speaking through it. But it was funny because a lot of the times the spirits would answer before the question was posed because the spirits are reading your mind, so they're answering the question before the question. Anyways, but let's see, soul phone. She's a Brazilian, very fantastic, helped many families who were grieving and like lost loved ones in accidents or whatever. She would basically open the channel and allow them to speak. So let's see, what is this? Soul phone, what is it? And I know there's a book on her and stuff like that, but yeah, it's kind of like a phone. Yeah, she was using the phone system, I believe, how she was doing, because spirits love technology. They need a medium. That's why we use, pendulums or tarot cards or whatever, because everything is spirit. Everything is spirit. Everything is spirits. There's higher frequency spirits. There's lower frequency spirits, right? There's demons, entities, and demons. What we call demons are just humans. In a way, I'm sure there's different kinds of spirits, but a lot of them are just human spirits in a negative energy, in negative emotions, not growing, stagnating, refusing God, seeking to cause harm to others. So when they pass on, they're also still seeking to do that to people alive, right? Because they haven't changed personality. And versus people that might be more connected with their higher self, they're ascending through these. They go up the levels. They don't stay at the lower level, and they can return, of course, at any time. But they have to lower their frequency to even get into our realm first off. Because no offense, if you understand anything about astrology or life, this is not exactly heaven. I mean, it can be, but this is one of the lower realms. No offense. Anyways, let's see. Angel can be open to the idea that life goes on, even when the physical body doesn't. They will awaken to this knowledge, and I'm not saying there's something like, that's why you want to keep your frequency high. Anyways, they will awaken to this knowledge when the time is right, and it will bring them much peace and understanding. So that's interesting. I love it. Lovette, thank you for being here. Steen, Nettle. I like that. So you could be closing something off from you as well, is what I'm getting. Yeah, stepping. Okay. Yeah, anything that was threatening your power. Okay, yeah. They don't want you to give in. Oh, interesting. So you were definitely fighting strong against something. The wise one, yes. The scholar. You could be getting helps from your angels as well. Yeah, to avoid the angels are protecting you. Oh, I love that. Love it. Love it. Okay, let's go ahead and get. Ooh, yeah, because you have entities. There's not that you have entities, but there's negative entities that want to get to you. So you need to keep cleansing your energy with the highest frequencies of love and light, like golden white light from heaven when you inhale, and push any black gray energy out to the base of your feet, or imagine that golden energy emanating outwards, or do some kind of prayer or protection. But Sagittarius. But I think because you're doing this and you're very wise, is why you're being so unaffected. Is what I'm trying to say. Spring, yeah, something is not upsetting you. If anything, yeah, this is somebody, like maybe somebody is sad around you and they want to like cause conflicts with you because they're sad. It says germination. Trust 17. Trust in and fully embrace the emerging path of who you truly are. And Terrarium 43. We were getting a lot of 43 and 34 for the past like 3 weeks in the readings of Sag specifically. So it is those foundations weaved. So it is interesting that it's in the past position. which makes sense. It is maybe you're transitioning or something from certain frequencies. It is those foundations weaved within mindfulness that long sustain. Mm. Mm. So maybe you were in a relationship that was not wise. It was not going to last a long time. Is the vibe it's getting. Like maybe there's somebody who wasn't really cultivating a proper relationship with you. It could be a Capricorn, doesn't have to be, or just somebody older, somebody from work. Take it if it applies, don't if it doesn't. Emerging, sharing your plans, and letting yourself be seen. Okay, maybe you're still keeping things a little under wraps right now. Your winter cycle is now over. Interesting. And the ice has melted. Yeah, the sun is warming more each day. So it's like somebody's mad that you're not sad anymore or that your life is not still dead. That's funny. And it's safe to sprout and let your leaves unfurl. That's funny. I think you got fern yesterday, like the little coiled fern, which is the first plant, I think, in spring to bloom. This card will appear for you when it's time to leave the planning phase and allow yourself to be seen and heard. Working behind the scenes is done, and you have gotten far enough to solidify your desired outcome without fear of interference. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, because it's basically this entire reading saying you're very wise. Another meaning of this card is a reminder that you are enough as you exist right now. You have enough experience, resources, talent, and drive, and value to succeed. So it's kind of like, sometimes there's kind of like, oh, I'm not going to cook. I'm just going to buy all the ingredients. And this is a bad metaphor, but it's like, no, you've bought all the ingredients. You have everything you need. And sometimes it's better to make do with what you have, definitely. Don't be afraid to break through and reach for the sun. There will still be challenges, and you may have to. So you could have like reoriented yourself towards the sun, towards your soul, towards God, towards your light, towards your legacy. I hear your divine will. There will be challenges. The higher frequency, right? There will still be challenges, and you may have to work even harder to nourish your growth as you expand. But you have come far enough to push the dreams forward. If your question is about starting something new, receiving this card is a warm yes to the idea. The shadow aspect of this card is reaching far too fast. Yeah, that's funny. I was saying that in your reading like yesterday. Don't go too fast. You will still be in the nascent stages of your journey and must tread carefully, but with mindfulness, you reach success. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and get some juicy messages. 4-4 could be relevant, Sag. You could travel, or some of Africa could be relevant. I'm just going to say it. Or maybe that song, Toto Africa. And bless the rains down in Africa. Gonna take some time to do the things we never had. So maybe you're doing new things. Yeah, you have somebody jealous around you. So maybe, yeah, of course. I mean, if you're inspiring you and living your life, that's annoying though. Like, maybe in the past you like these people's evil eye or jealousy like held you back or tried to hold you back, but I think you're like circumventing and like rising above it now. So this could be like it's giving demons, right? Like because demons or people on the lower frequency, they want to keep you at that lower frequency, right? So it looks like you're superseding, and it's really nice in the book that I was reading. In the fact, like near the end, I think of the book, like she was like, when Jesus had come and saved her, and part of the dialogue had said that God had said this was part of her atonement. So it's interesting that sometimes God has to allow us to go through darkness, these so that we can actually learn discernment, so we can learn our powers, so we can learn Jesus, so we can learn our power of love and light and move towards peace and harmony and connection with our soul. And it's just interesting how it's all just an experience. So at the end of the day, you have God through everything, so you don't worry. But I think you're definitely protected. It looks like you're actually, it's like you're at the end of the book that I just read, like it's like you could have gone through a lot of torment or even possession. Could be or people around you were like that or something. Or this is, and possession doesn't usually just have, like in the book that I heard, this was like a 40-year, like people get possessed when they're young, especially if they're abused. Like she was abused at 14, so she got possessed then, and it came in and out because the demons are waiting. They're leeching. Okay, it's when you're weak that they come at you. And from in my personal experience, when I've had demonic activity, I don't talk about it too much. But anyways, maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't, I don't know. But it was when I was in a really weak place. I wasn't super strong with soul, with God. I was very weak, and I didn't know, and I forgive myself, of course, because I didn't know any better. You know what I mean? Like I didn't know much about spirituality or as much as I do now. And the reason I know so much about spirituality right now, and not even that I know a lot, is because of the negative experiences I've had with negative entities. Okay, like seriously, and that's why I know Angel Michael so well. You know what I mean? So anyways, find people who you feel safe to be around. 1414 could be relevant. Yeah, so this could be your spirit team. You could be calling them in to surround you, positive spirits, high vibrational spirits, because those are the spirits that protect you from negative spirits. Okay, angels, even just your spirit team, ancestors, even just nice spirits that are just good heart people that want to protect people instead of harm them if they have that character and they're on the other side, right? Wants to get back together to be the one to break up with you. LOL. That's funny. Oh God, discovering new talents. Yeah, so this could have been part of the discovery, right? Because like you're not gonna learn about the dark side of like the stranger things part of reality until you go through it. Then you're gonna fucking learn it. You know what I mean? Like, oh, this is freaking real. The government doesn't want us to know it. It's because they're using us. You know what I mean? Like, they kill off anybody who knows too much. You know, I don't know, I'm just saying shit. Lying and being sneaky. They do weird shit. Okay, so you need confirmation. This fucking person's weird. This could be somebody who plots and schemes. This could also be somebody who has nefarious things going on that you don't want to get involved in. Never waste your breath. It's all politics. Yeah, this could be even like somebody in a position of government or something that's, you know, a corrupt person. Sit on your throne and own it. Yeah, because you have angels around you. I feel like you're very protected. Hold the frequency exactly, very protected. So it's like the higher frequency you keep yourself, negative entities don't have even a grip, a hold, can't even get in. Like it's when your frequency shifts a bit or fluctuates. Now I got a little bit like leeway, you know what I mean? So you got to be, not saying that you have to be perfect, but yeah, talk to your spirit team. Like keep your vibration high, constantly come back to your spirit team and talk to them, because now you're keeping that channel open and only that channel, right? And you could be cutting and clearing cords, asking Angel Michael to protect you, cut in, like in the inhale, call your energy back to you. On the exhale, push all energy that's not yours back to its rightful sender. Amen. All right, Angel Michael, guardians, and guides. What else? You're going after what you want, exponential growth. So it's just snowballing. You're going to be coming, you know, it might be even like you have to ground a little bit, because it's like you get so successful kind of energy. Like you kind of have to like study, like, I don't know, but it's going to be in your job. Will leave you or has at your toughest hour. So this could be somebody who's purposely trying to do this, because this is how they cause harm. First, they're going to, because if someone traumatizes you, you're going to think about them, which gives them power. You know what I mean? So that's why they try to do that. Call upon angels frequently. Like even in the book I just read, like the daughter, the father, the spirit who was possessing the girl, because there was many spirits that were possessing her. One of them was the father who had passed on, and he was saying that like he had cursed her. He had cursed her like because she had rejected him as his child to develop an incestuous relationship, and yeah. Anyways, call upon angels frequently. Exactly. Like all the time. You don't feel them around you, call them again. You don't feel their energy around you, call them closer. You know what I mean? Dear guardian angels and guides, may you please surround me. Let me have a peaceful, blessed day. May I be constantly protected. May any and all negative energies that aim to harm me or bring cause or harm my way be redirected away from my path to the highest and greatest good of all. Amen. You know what I mean? They were removed because you deserve more. Exactly. So maybe even if you were like, why did this, why didn't it work out? Or why were they so cruel? It's because spirits are like, hey, that's garbage. Okay. We don't need you to go pick up garbage. Okay. Like we've got a lot of, like, I'm seeing like what do you call that? Like those fish that go in the tank that suck up. So these people or entities, there's other entities or people that are the type to clean them up. Okay, so you gotta leave them for the people that are gonna clean them up real nice, real good. Anyways, getting rid of people who didn't pull the weight. This could be like a leech. This is a parasite. Money in the grave, Drake. Eat up their energy. Exactly, free energy. It's free real estate, baby. Okay, that's why it's so great sometimes if you have like, I mean, I'm just gonna be honest. Like you gotta be learning how to transmute everything, but like, oh, sometimes that energy of hate and spitefulness is just so delicious when people direct that your way, because you can turn it into something. It's just so powerful. It's like, oh, I'm going to use this. So, take it as you see fit. But wants you misled and deluded. Okay, so this person was basically trying to get you to question your reality, question your beliefs, question what you believe, change your perspective, brainwash you. It's giving brainwash. It's giving chip in the mind implant by the government and Elon Musk, right? Don't fall for surface level charm, which is what, that's why they did all this Geist stuff. I don't want to say the word, but that's what part they needed. They need people to experiment on. Okay. And this is what happened in World War II, and they're doing it again. It has been done. That's why they're taking people off the streets for these experimentations. Okay. Anyways, don't fall for surface level charm. They take your energy and give it to someone else. So regardless of who they give it to or what they do with it, it shouldn't be taken from you in the first place. So again, inhale all your energy back to you and push all their energy back to them. Or if you want to use it and transmute it or say something else like, oh, all this energy turns into power. And I remember people talking about putting a spell on their name. So if anybody talks shit, it just like gives them money. So you can do that. It wants to keep you stuck in your head. And they've gotten away with murder before. So you do need to be careful. Okay. If you know people that have even divulged the fact that you might have known quite a few people. I know. I don't want to get into it. But return to sender. They gave you evil eye, returning their ill wishes. Exactly. So continue to just reverse momentum. Reverse that bitch. But let's continue. Let's get you a Egyptian. Sagittarius. What is the vibes? resentment, Seth. So you're dealing with somebody who really like Seth. Basically, he was so jealous. It's giving like all those Bible stories of basically jealousy and what it does. And he tore up his brothers. He basically killed his brother. So you do got to be careful. This isn't negative energy. Could be Capricorn. Doesn't have to be. This is somebody who's not enlightened. They're not awake and they're possessed. They're fully possessed. So if you think you're going to get through to this person with a conversation, you're wrong. You're dead wrong. And that's why demons don't like to be called out, especially if they have power over somebody. They don't like you around. They'll try to. Anyways. Whew, Sag, let's get you Lenormand. But you could be taking aim. These people are being directed away from your life. Yeah, these are people who aim to steal from you, rob you. Could be a Leo, could be a Gemini, could be a Taurus. Yeah, Scorpio energy is here as well. But there's something illness. These people are going to be literally taken off the fucking grid if they come for you. You know what I mean? Like, yeet. Like, it's like your spirit team's like, you go left, and they're going to go right. And when they go right, we're going to put a tiger over there in a pit, and they're going to walk right into it. You know what I mean? Like, it's something like that. Like, it's like, I don't know. But I feel like your spirit, yeah, this is delusion, denial, and lies. Anyways, let's get you an angel, Sag. That's crazy, though. But it's beautiful. It's beautiful because it's like, you don't even have to, like, yeah. Even maybe the devil's working with you or for you as well. Like the devil respects people who has boundaries, right? So it's like, if you have boundaries, return to sender. You know what I mean? Like, all that energy, basically, it's like, I don't know. It's really interesting to hear the dialogue of how, I don't know, in the exorcism book I was reading, and how, basically Lucifer or Satan, or however you want to call him, or whatever these books were talking about, what these dialogues were happening that were actually historical accounts of exorcisms that have happened. Apparently, these negative entities and spirits are basically punished by him, first off, of course, right? But also ruled by him. Like, he controls them in a sense. Like, I'm sure they can probably, heal and go to God if they want, but their master is not the same master as ours. You know what I mean? So is what I'm trying to say. Deservingness, interesting. Block out distractions. Angel trumpet. That's funny. Angel's trumpet. Look what she's blowing. The trumpet. So something about your sound, or very loudness, or keeping your energy clean. Sound can be really important for that. God is your source. Exactly. This is your master, right? Yeah. And not that God is like your master versus like Satan, which really is their master, because Satan doesn't like equality, right? So not that there is equality. I don't know. Anyways. Yeah, this was going to take away from your dreams of abundance, this partnership, if you went into it. Wow. Wow. You should be grateful that you released this person. Okay, this was something divinely ordained. It's like you were being protected. It's like your spirit team was like, we don't like Bob. You know what I mean? I don't know what this is about, but damn. I just feel like your spirit, there's ancestors around you that really don't like somebody. They really don't like somebody, okay? Like, I'll be damned if I see. Yeah, these people could, yeah, it's like maybe your spirits knew what this would turn into more so than you did. You know what I mean? So be grateful. I feel like it's a similar energy to yesterday, so. 22 could be relevant. Heard the devil's tricks and schemes. And the devil has been around. I mean, in that book I was talking about, he's been around many, 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 many years. So he knows how different ways, if it's not going to work this way, then I will take this way. That's why in those exorcisms, you see the demons always yelling different kinds of insults at different kind of people in the room. And that's why they said part of the book, he was saying, like, you can't do these exorcisms in place. Like, the issue they were having is whenever they would try to do these exorcisms, and that's how the devil basically rules our world. But this is how he does it. When he tried to do the exorcisms, if there's people around that haven't gotten right with God, haven't got their sins forgiven, because it's better to do a prayer of asking your sins to be forgiven and then go into the room where the exorcism is happening. Because if you don't, the devil is going to seek and see all the sins on your soul that you have not gone to God about, and he's going to embarrass you with them, right? He's going to spit shit out, and that's why these exorcisms, a lot of them fall apart, or they're not able to follow through because the people around them are so corrupt. The devil is so powerful, and these demons and entities and spirits are so powerful that, and not that they're really that powerful, God is more powerful, of course, but compared to these people who are also corrupt, you know what I mean? It's just too easy for them. It's too easy for them to fall into the devil's arms, or or just be scared of the devil. It takes balls to have strength. You know what I mean? In our world, that's what's needed, and that's why the world has gotten to this place. But anyways, alrighty. Let's see. Yeah, he was saying this is literally historical account. Like, they went to different churches and they had to cancel the exorcism because the priest in the room, the demon would scream through the possessed person all their sins of what they had committed and what they had done, and it embarrassed the priest so much, right? Because some of these priests are not really great people, you know what I mean? And that's why a lot of these exorcisms happen in private. They're not usually disclosed because what's going on is just beyond insanity in some sense, but also Also, the devil will show us the corruption of the corrupt, right? So that's exactly his role. Saturn and the devil rules karma. It rules. I don't want to get into it, but anyways, I mean, yeah, the Smith here, interesting. So it's purification, basically. Yeah. So the devil's aim is to purify soul, right? So because he works with God in a sense, like, or maybe he doesn't. I don't know, but in a way, if you think about if God is more all powerful and created everything, then the devil's part of on his payroll in a sense, right? There's somebody that needs to be able to put the hammer in the fear. You know what I mean? Oh, you want to put spread negativity? You want to spread that frequency out? Okay, I'm going to let you enjoy it forever. Eternal damnation. How do you like that? You're going to learn. You're going to learn today, or you're going to be in pain, or we just destroy those souls. Yeah, that's why we have so many lost souls, right? That's why there's certain people who reincarnate who are trying to help souls, but it's not your duty to help everybody. Some people just got to go in the oven, I guess, a little bit. But yeah, these could have been third party situations. Anything else for Sag? You could be growing beyond something. Yeah, you totally detached. Drop it. Drop it like it's hot. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. The sun here. I was sensing that energy. We talked about the sun. Tell me more. hmm There's something happening quickly in your life. Okay. Yeah, people are trying to take away your finances. Yeah, but you're working on something. Oh, okay. You could have even unexpectedly be receiving something. Okay, or you could be just like working on something in a very like lightning, very like powerful way. Okay, yeah, you're totally healing. Ton of Swords reverse. It's like because basically the reason demons or lower spirits or people around you that are negative want to cause you pain is because now you're weak, right? So when you're healed, which it seems you are here, it doesn't work anymore. You're good. Six of Cups reverse. It's like, yeah, it's not wise to return to the past. This could be even somebody jealous of you or vengeful. Yeah. Okay. What else am I getting from that? Is somebody tell me more? Okay. This is somebody who has issues with their heart. They're closed off. They could be fully possessed. This is somebody untruthful, manipulative, unreliable, fickle, moody, idle, and sensual. Could be a cheater. Yeah, we did see third party situation here. This could be a drinker as well. But you're very connected. Yeah, you see this person from a mile away. Mm. You're letting them deal with their own shit as well. There's something about this person could have conflict around them. Such. Mm. Mm. You're rejecting something. The devil reversed. Exactly. We spoke this entire reading. The Hierophant. You have authority, manifestation, magician, very powerful cards. So you're very much in your authority. This is not just, a meager little spell witch caster. This is the Hierophant combined with it. So this is very strong energy, very strong authority energy that you're embodying here. You have the key. I never even realized there's little keys there. So it's really relevant. You finally unlock something. Okay, the color red could be relevant in gold. But you are overcoming. This is the color of God. It's giving Sekhmet. So the Sekhmet could be very prominent. Um, wow, in angels. There's very strong angels around you, very high. And the more pure you are, your frequency, the stronger it is. You can see how she's holding that light very high up. Okay. She's not afraid of anything. Yeah. So maybe the devil tried to get you afraid of them or something, but I don't think it's working. There's something about you lifting off. I heard lift off, take off, clarity. Maybe it's this clarity that's helping you lift off. I'm seeing that's what is that staff with a snake? So you could do some kind of healing, or there's something about that. But I'm seeing Moses could be relevant because I'm seeing like the snake turns into the staff or something as well. Wow. So you have God with you, basically, is what they're saying. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And didn't he have many enemies in the movie? In some movies? Yeah, this could be somebody German, or German could be relevant. Germany. Ugh, this could be a fascist. Anything else for Sag? You're repairing cracks. Saw carrots. This could be somebody who's trying to dangle you with carrots. This is an idiot. Mm. They're falling in the trap they set for you. That's funny. Seeing a bear trap. Oh, ay. That's gonna hurt. You don't owe anyone your personal info / business. Things can change in one day. So there was something here very quickly. Aquarius energy there on the Pluto Scorpio card, but it's also giving with the lightning there, Aquarius. So Pluto's in Aquarius right now. We're moving towards that new moon in Aquarius, moving towards eclipse. Very fated changes, which will be conjoining Pluto as well with that new moon. So very strong, intense changes. People trying to turn you off your path. So this could be the devil's schemes, right? The devil will use anybody around you that's weak. Because you see through their behavior will be why you're successful. Yeah, exactly. There is something here about you. I don't even think you're fighting this. It's like you're not even lifting a finger. It's like you're not fighting this at all. You're totally protected, and it's because you're so in tune, so intuitive. It's like you're not even in the room. It's like you're 300 miles away, or 3,000 miles away, or even a billion miles away, and you're just seeing it from like your TV screen. I'm seeing popcorn. So who are they to play God? Well, they're gonna see. They're gonna learn today. The right people don't feel like haters. Exactly. Keep your cool. Okay, so calming, tempering, because I think you have light and clarity. Like, you're very happy. You're very, very happy. Like, look at the little smirk. This sounds like, I'm a beam, bitch. And this is like God. And he's like, "Yeah, come through. You know, Jesus, hallelujah, come through. You think you're going to fuck with my child? The hell not. I think not. Narcissistic tactics ain't dealing with bad energy. Exactly. These people, if they tried to impact your finances, there's something really tangible in their life that's falling apart. Like, I am not kidding. Like, this could be like their job gets like obsolete or something like that, incompatible. Okay, or this could be just somebody who's, I don't know, whatever, keeps testing your reaction, block them energetically, guard. So this could be, yeah, somebody's basically trying to lower your frequency to see if they can play with you as a puppet. But confirmation on that, by the way. Let's pull a Celtic and we'll close. Sag. Keeping your home safe, grounded, protected, your own serenity, your peace. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff coming towards you. I think there's some kind of reciprocity, and it's because you're not engaging in things that are not wasting your time, basically. You've completed something. You're completing something. Wow. What is that about? What is this? Okay. Yeah, somebody didn't want you to be happy or peaceful. You're closing the cycle out. This could be like dramatic drama starters. Interesting. You're very strong, warrior poet. Sealy Court, you have a lot of success, I heard, but also support. 33 angels, ancestors, things like that. Oh shit, I gotta wrap this reading up. Okay. Yeah, deception, yeah. Watch out for blatant lies coming from a smiling face. Don't be drawn in by the glamour of a situation, for beneath the surface lies a hidden truth. Have patience and do nothing. All will be revealed soon enough. In the meantime, be careful who you trust, and remember that all that glitters is not gold. Beautiful, beautiful. This could be a relationship. So, yeah. Any last chakra messages? I said I had to wrap it up, and I do, but I'm still tempted, Sag. So be careful you're not being tempted by the devil. I listen to my body and my feelings to know what my truth is. So it's like everything's being revealed to you. And I always follow and trust my intuition. Beautiful. And this could be love from your spirit team. Yeah, I go beyond my limiting beliefs and accept myself totally. So I'm worthy of love, divine love, angelic love. So thank you so much for being here. I think there's a lot of forward momentum as well for you in this time. But please hit like, subscribe, and get a personal through the Buy Me a Coffee link or leave a tip through there. I really appreciate the likes. Take care.